Hello once again, YouTube. This is Montgomery Rails coming to you from Montgomery, Alabama. Good news, I got the layout fixed last night right after I made the first YouTube video. Right now you see Appalachian Southern Extra number 7065, and it is leading CRL number 8011 on the ASRR branch line in, let's go ahead and say, South Alabama, or North Alabama, because of the rock faces. This is it, guys. That's all I gotta say. It's the layout. I did get fixed after some minor wiring adjustments and an idea to take. I'm going to modify this. I'm going to put LED lights in it. It's a model power signal that I got at a yard sale, and I'm just going to redo everything on it. So that'll be somewhere on this layout pretty soon. If you're coming to the Dothan, Alabama train show in September, this layout will be there at the TAMR booth, along with some other model trains. I'm not going to give you the other layout because I want it to be a surprise. But let me show you. My friend Reese did this locomotive, and it is pretty awesome. He handed the safety stripes, guys. That's how talented this guy is, man. He's got the motto, and then there's my CRL locomotive. Let me explain what I did to this locomotive, and this one, because technically I did something to this one. This was Appalachian Coal Northern originally when I bought in Dothan last year. It is on a proto or lifelike Jeep 20 chassis, because this was the original chassis for it. My friend Jason gave me another shell. This one was BNSF Heritage 1, and I did a crappy patch out work on it for AS, and now I decided CRL would be pretty cool. Conrail Leasing did not own any GP15s that I'm aware of, so this is sort of a freelance version. What I did was I scratch did the sunshades, added a brass wire coming out the roof for a radio antenna, painted in red at the air horns, blacked out the number boards, added a Kato snowplow because it had MU hoses, and then this brass MU hose that's coming out, that's scratch done. That's just brass. I used HO scale micro scale decals for it, and then painted the radiator vents black. Just that detail just pops out of there, really. So it turned out really nice. Other trains that I currently own are the C44-9 from BNSF. This came to me from Kato when I went to the Atlanta show, and I love this locomotive. It was weathered by Al Mayo. Kit bashed this Atlas Shorty. I think it turned out pretty good. I still had some detail work. Here's my Intermountain HCLX SD40 T-2 or SD40 tunnel. It's a pretty good model. Just made a grinding noise, so I had to remove gear it down some. Then my micro trains weathered covered gondola, which micro trains actually did these cars, and I looked today on eBay, and there's one on here right now for $68. That's expensive, but that's what they're going for. Now for the main reason why I wanted to do this video. I've got some friends over there, Huberts Train Corporation, and they were kind enough to send me this, so I decided to make a YouTube video for them. This is the Huberts mill gondola. Very nice gondola, has micro trains, trucks, and couplers. It makes it very nice. This car came unweathered, factory new, and what I did was I weathered it to a railgun from when I was little. I saw this railgun, and unfortunately I just went off of memory on weathering this because I didn't have a camera back then, but I do remember it said ON instead of the railgun, and then I suppose the other side just completely said railgun, but there's what the logo looks like when it comes out of the box. Really nice. They have multiple numbers in these cars from what I understand. It has the TTX logo. It has the safety stripes or reflective tape. Separately applied brake wheel. Once again, micro trains, trucks, and couplers. And my favorite part about this car is it has a removable, I think it's cast resin, I'm not really sure. But this is a aluminum bale load. And it looks extremely pretty realistic, actually. When you tilt the car to the side, you see a little bit of aluminum bale sticking out, which you do see that in real gondolas. And it just looks random, and it looks like there's some crushed aluminum in the bottom. And it comes in this very sturdy, believe it or not, as soon as I got this car, I walked outside to my train shed where I was before and actually dropped the box, believe it or not, on the concrete. And I took the car out fearing that I had broken it, and I didn't. Let's take another look. The underbody detailing is extremely well done, in my opinion. But that's beside the, the whole me dropping this car is beside the point. It's just an accident happened, and I guess I'm sort of accident prone somewhat. The pros and cons to this car. The pros: it is an extremely well detailed car, painted car, runs extremely smooth, haven't had a derailment out of it since I got it. The one flaw I have to it, unfortunately, is I run small, and I do mean small radiuses, and some of my industries, and my friends do too, and I've operated this on some of my friends' layouts that have small industries, and it being a long car, it sort of hit one of the industry poles and ran to the side of my friend's building, so his car's been through the ringer somewhat. I might put some graffiti decals on pretty soon, I'm not sure yet, because I'm still working on perfecting my graffiti, but in all reality, this is one of the best running cars that I own. It honestly is. So that should, tell YouTube something. Their eBay name is Parts and Pieces 2009. They traditionally have everything from model kits to HO and N-scale equipment. And also, Huberts is also the only company that I know that does the skyboxes for Boeing and Lockheed. Those are pretty cool. I'm actually looking to get a couple of those, so I'll do a product review on those right out of the box. So thank you to the Huberts family for sending me this car. It is extremely well. I love this car, and actually, to show you guys how great this car runs, I'm going to put it here on the tracks. And I was too lazy to go out to my shed this morning and get my Kato re-railer, so sorry about that, YouTube, but you can sort of deal with it. Let me hook back up the Kato controller, because I don't want to have a repeat of last night. And see how well those run? I mean, it runs extremely well on this layout. Let me get a team track siding view. Passing the gigantic iced coffee of doom, I guess it is. I just woke up, for anyone who's wondering, and it's too hot for regular coffee, so I made an iced coffee. So yeah, I mean, this is basically the layout. I own everything from old roundhouse equipment from friends to modified Atlas, modified micro trains, Intermountain, Herberts. I own a little bit of everything when it comes to the model train industries. Here's another car I did. This is from Fox Valley Models. This is another product review I'm doing real quick. It's the MR&T. It's the MR&T FMC double door boxcar. They come in multiple road numbers, and I think Fox Valley Models actually did one of them in blue, which is the classic, to me, the classic MR&T. I found these at a train show, and I've seen the HO MR&T equipment, but I've never seen N-scale, so I had to have this. Weathered this car from top to bottom, did the roof, did its prototype graffiti, believe it or not, and that's exactly what it looked like from the photo, if anyone wonders. To the black door, when you get this car, it's got no black door on it, so don't be coming up here, up on my YouTube page or anything and going, "Rad, you lied, it doesn't have a black door." I painted this on here. On both of my MR&T cars, I've painted black doors. To me, it makes the car look better. I used, well, let's see what I used, because here's my model paint right here. This is what I used, Model Master Acrylic Flat Black from Hobby Lobby. Very simple to use, applies. To tell you the truth, I used one coat of black and it turned out great, and I also painted these little black pieces right here, and I'm going to do order forms on those. So that's just it. Don't be wondering, well, why is my car that I just bought all orange with black lettering? Well, that's why. I do run a custom train service, McGuire. It's McGuire Custom Trains on Facebook. I do everything from, here's an example of one of my rail boxes that I did, to, this is another one I'm just offering up, is the Suburban propane cars. None of these cars are for sale. The way I operate is, you tell me what you need and I do it. Unfortunately, I do not offer graffiti service as of right now. One thing I do offer is, if you have these little crappy Sealand containers from Bachmann, I will weather them to your specifications, patch them to your specifications, and then go from there. Both of these were from Bachmann when I first got them, and they're weathered in two different ways, and to me they look 100% better. My friend came over a couple of weeks ago and he could not believe the way these things looked. They were so good. So there's your answer, YouTube. I do run a custom train service, but I'm just not that big into graffiti. I mean, I do my own personal graffiti. I don't offer it. Also, if you get Model Railroad news, check this out. Find the Facebook page. The Teen Association of Model Railroaders has a article on a layout that the TAMR president's working on, and we'll also have, in future issues, we'll have an article on this layout at the Dothan Train Show. So be there or be square to look at it. This is it. This is the layout. I will get another update on this layout, and a quick update on the Mexico subdivision. Nothing has changed. I haven't even bought the foam insulation board, to tell you the truth, guys. I've just been so busy looking for a job, helping my mom and grandmother out around the house in any way I can. I haven't had time to work on that. This is the only layout I've had time to work on. So, this is Montgomery Rails. I will leave you to the image of a train running after I put this back in the port. So, to my friends on YouTube, peace out. Here's a train running.